Hello everyone and welcome to a new video on the channel. Today's video is going to be quite a long one, I expect. As I mentioned in my last video, I was expecting quite a lot of Christmas films to be delivered. I have got a whole pile here just of Christmas films, and I've just got some general Blu-rays and one DVD. And then I've got two new releases of this week and lots of 4K, so I'm just going to get straight into it with the Christmas ones. So first off, I wanted to get these films. I'd completely forgotten about them, and I know that the first and second film doesn't have a UK Blu-ray release, and I wasn't bothered about importing it. I only got the first and the third anyway, even though I know the third has a Blu-ray, but I thought better to have them all on one format. And those are Santa Claus and the Santa Claus 3, the Escape Clause. I haven't got the second one yet because it wasn't at the right price, but these two I got all together for just over £2, I think. So very happy with that. So yeah, another two that I can watch this year. Next up we have Miracle on 34th Street, which I watched last night. Great Christmas film, very underrated. Definitely recommend watching this. It is a John Hughes film. He didn't direct it, but he did write and produce it. Very feel-good film, and it's a Christmas film I would definitely recommend checking out. Next up is White Christmas. This was the first time watched this year, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And this is one of those films that you would think it's a very Christmassy film, down to the title, the way it looks, but it's one of those non-Christmas Christmas films. The majority of the film isn't actually set at Christmas. You wouldn't know it was Christmas. It's just the start and the end that is really quite Christmassy. I mean, there are songs in it that make you feel Christmassy, but overall it isn't a Christmas film, but it is one that I will watch every year now because I did thoroughly enjoy it. It is a classic, and it was just really a good film to watch. So yeah, that's White Christmas. And then next up we have Jingle All the Way, which I've only seen once a few years ago. Really liked it and decided to pick it up on Blu-ray to check out this year. Arnold Schwarzenegger, just really great film, really funny, and yeah, very glad to have this in the collection. Another one that I only watched for the first time last year that I actually really enjoyed and decided that I should probably get on Blu-ray this year, and that is Scrooge. Really great retelling of A Christmas Carol with a twist. It's like a black comedy with Bill Murray playing the Scrooge type character. It's just really a good time, quite funny, not too long, and yeah, just a really good, pleasant Christmas film. Next up is a controversial one, because the first one of this is also a controversial film. I'm just going to go ahead and show it, and that is Die Hard 2, Die Harder. I mean, it starts the synopsis on a snowy Christmas Eve, so I consider it a Christmas film. I've not actually seen it, so whether after this I consider it a Christmas film or not, I don't know. I think the first one's a Christmas film, that's just me. But it's one of those non-Christmas Christmas films, as White Christmas is to me. But I've heard this is goes into Christmas a bit more than the first one does, so I've added it into this part, but I thought I'd give it a go because it's the only Die Hard film I've not seen, don't know why. But yeah, I should give that a go soon. Then we have Arthur Christmas, staple Christmas film for me. I watch this every year. I've seen it every year since it was released. That's not going to change. It's just a really pleasant Christmas film, just entertaining, and it's quite short, so not much of a time commitment. It's just one you can just watch, and then, like if you were watching loads in a day. So yeah, Arthur Christmas. And then two 4Ks. We have The Grinch, the new animated one with Benedict Cumberbatch. I really like this. I watched this one before I watched the original one, and if you remember, I don't know whether it was my last video or the one before, I showed that I got the original, well not the original, the middle one with Jim Carrey on 4K. I did watch it last weekend and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Really like this one, so now I've got both of the ones that are available I mean, there was obviously the original animated one, but I don't think that's on Blu-ray, so I probably won't bother with that. But yeah, that is The Grinch from 2018 on 4K. And then finally, I did have this on Blu-ray, but I thought it's one of those films, I've not seen it yet. I am planning on watching it this year. I thought at the price it was at, I better get it on 4K, and then I don't have to worry about it. It's one of those films that you can just, it's in my collection now, I won't get rid of it. Won't have to upgrade or anything, any future point. So, and that is It's a Wonderful Life on 4K. It says I've never seen it, but I will definitely try and watch it this year because I've heard it's a classic. But again, I've heard that it is one of those Christmas films. I don't know. I shall watch it and decide for myself. So, yeah, that is It's a Wonderful Life. Those are all the Christmas films. Now I'll just go on to general films. I will say first, I have been delving into getting some more older films. This week I've ordered between 10 and 15 musicals, like old musicals from like the 50s, 60s, 70s, but they were all pretty much on DVD. So I'm expecting those next week, so those will be in next week. There's a few in here that I ordered last week. There's one DVD. This is a film I've been interested in watching for a long time. So, yeah, finally got it. It was really cheap, this DVD. Winner of 3 Academy Awards, and that is Love is a Many Splendid Thing. Don't know too much about it, but all I know is the synopsis, and it sounds like my type of film. So, 97 minutes, so I will definitely give that a go. Then we have another classic film with Marilyn Monroe, and that is Some Like It Hot. As I say, it was one of those that popped up. I thought, not seen it, it's an older film. I've heard great things about it, so I thought I'd just pick it up. I think it's about when 2 musicians witness a gang murder, and they have to go disguised as women, and they go into an all-girl jazz band, and I think Marilyn Monroe gets involved with them somehow. So yeah, I'm looking forward to checking that one out. And then a classic that many people have told me to watch, even though it's very long, and that is Lawrence of Arabia. A few weeks ago I did get Dr. Zhivago, which was also done by David Lean. So I thought I'd get this one because I've heard great things about it, and just wanted another classic film in my collection that I've not seen. So yeah, that is Lawrence of Arabia. Trying to go in the right order here. Next up, one that I have seen. It is one of my favourite films, probably my favourite musical, and I am going to see it on stage for my birthday next year, and that is Singing in the Rain. Fantastic film. I did only watch it for the first time this year. I thought I had to get it on Blu-ray because it is just one of those just all-time great films, and the audio on the DVD I noticed isn't very good, so I thought I'd get the Blu-ray, see if it's any better. So yeah, can't say much more about Singing in the Rain. And then 3 from CEX. We have The Bone Collector, Denzel Washington, Angelina Jolie. Really good like cop thriller about a detective who is basically a quadriplegic. He can't move, so he's got to get this cop to basically be his eyes for him whilst tracking down this serial killer that I think he takes bits of bones from his victims. So yeah, but I remember it being a really good film, so I look forward to revisiting it again at a later date. Then we have The Fugitive with Harrison Ford and Tommy Lee Jones. Great film. I love these types of films, like a cat and mouse film. Very tense, edge of your seat, like thriller. I think Harrison Ford's great in this, as is Tommy Lee Jones. I haven't seen the sequel, US Marshals, but I do want to check that out because I think it's got Robert Downey Jr. in and Wesley Snipes, so look forward to watching that. But yeah, had to get this because it's just a classic and just a really great film. So yeah, Fugitive. And then we have one that I've been intrigued to watch for a long time, looked interesting, and it was really cheap, and that is Wild with Reese Witherspoon. I've heard that it's a really good film, so Academy Award winner. I don't know if she won an Academy Award for this. Don't think so, no. Walk the Line, she won an Academy Award, but she was nominated for one for this, I think. So, yeah, I definitely look forward to checking this out. Don't know too much about it, but yeah, looked interesting. And then I've got two premiums that I just thought I'd get. One I've seen, one I've not. One is The Golden Child with Eddie Murphy. I've only seen this once quite a while ago, so I think it's 2 for $15 at the moment they're doing, so I thought I'd get it whilst I can. There was another one I wanted to get, but it was out of stock and I couldn't be asked to wait, so I paired it up with another one, which I'll show now. But yeah, The Golden Child, great comedy. Just really like Eddie Murphy. This is when he was in his element back in the 80s, so yeah, glad to have that. And the other one, which is a music-based film that I've heard is like what you call a cult classic, and one that I've been interested in checking out for a while. That's Flashdance with Jennifer Beals. Obviously, there's the song "What a Feeling" in it, which is probably one of the things that this film is most known for. Directed by Adrian Lyne, who did Fatal Attraction. What else has he done? This, obviously. I think he did Unfaithful. I think that was his last film with Richard Gere, and he's got the new one with Ben Affleck and Ana de Armas, Deepwater, which has just been moved to streaming. That's coming out some point next year, so yeah, look forward to checking this out anyway. It's definitely my type of film. And then two new releases we have from this week. First one is a Blu-ray, Ron's Gone Wrong. Went to see this at the cinema, had quite a fun time with it. Thought, why not get it to check out, to just have in the collection, because as I said, I did enjoy it. So yeah, that's Ron's Gone Wrong. And then probably the main release of this week on 4K. This is a complete blind buy. I was probably stupid to just completely blind buy this, because I don't know too much about it at all. And that is The Many Saints of Newark. Never seen The Sopranos, but I do like a good mob film, so I thought I'd give it a go. Maybe I'll enjoy it. Maybe I'm not sure if this is the type of film where you need to have seen The Sopranos more, or you just appreciate this film more if you have seen The Sopranos. I am planning on watching The Sopranos at some point, but probably not before I get around to watching this film. So yeah, Many Saints of Newark, thought I might as well grab it. And now is just loads of 4Ks that I've got, whether it's from CEX or delivered this week. First we'll go with the Marvel ones. I've got 4 Marvel ones as I'm trying to build my Marvel collection this week. So first off we have Ant-Man. Yeah, I really enjoy this one. I didn't like the second one, Ant-Man and the Wasp, as much, but this is a good, this is what I'd call a fine MCU entry. It's not great, it's not bad, it's probably right in the middle for me, to be honest. Doesn't do anything too special, but it is an entertaining watch for definite. And then probably the next two are probably my favourite, top 2, maybe top 3 MCU films. This one's definitely my favourite MCU film. I've not seen it for a long time, so I knew I just had to get it. And that is Captain America the Winter Soldier. I absolutely love this film. It's like a political thriller. Again, it's like a cat and mouse kind of thing, where they're on the run. It's Captain America and Black Widow, they're on the run, basically. And they've got to try and track down this Winter Soldier, who is basically trying to kill them, I think. And you've got Robert Redford, who is he's probably my favourite villain, because he's not like your typical villain, and I just think because he's just a veteran actor, it was just brilliant to see him doing this type of film at this point in his career. You've also got Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury in this. It's just a great film. As I say, probably my favourite MCU film. I absolutely love it. And then probably my second or third favourite is Infinity War. Just a fantastic, just a crowd pleaser. Just a brilliant comic book film in general. Probably top 5 comic book films as well. Just, this was obviously the build-up film, but a lot happened in this film. It's not like your typical build-up film. There was a lot that happened in this film. This is a film on its own, and an excellent one at that. So I am very, very happy to finally have that in beautiful 4K. And the final one that I picked up this week is one that I wasn't a massive fan of. Again, with Ant-Man, I'd probably put this in the middle. It's not bad by any means. It's not great though. It's just good. It's enjoyable for what it is. And that is Black Panther. It says £8 on there. I don't know if you can see it, but I did actually get it for £6, so not too bad. The slipcover is a bit damaged, but I'm not too bothered about that because I'm not really going to be paying much attention to the slipcover. I just like to have them so they all match. So, but yeah, that is Black Panther. Very happy to have that one as well as an addition. Next up, one that came in the post today, and that is Kingsman: The Secret Service, which I did get in 2 for $24. I paid it up the Golden Circle, which hasn't come yet. It's due tomorrow, so that will probably be in next week's video now. But yeah, these are two great films. I know a lot of people don't like the second one, but I like it just as much as this one. They're just films, they're just entertaining films, just great watches, easy watches. Like, you know, I just love them. They are some of the best in what they do, like spy thrillers. And you got a great cast in this. Got Colin Firth, obviously Taron Egerton. This was probably his breakout thing. Then you've got Samuel L. Jackson, Michael Caine. Who else is in it? I'm just trying to look. Mark Strong. It's just a really great film. So yeah, happy to have that finally. And then one which I'm not sure if I showed in last week's video because I can't remember what day it came, but it's one that I have now got, so I'm happy to have it. That is Beverly Hills Cop. It was going quite cheap considering it's relatively new 4K release on Amazon, so I thought I'd get it. And then if I want to get the other two films, I'll just get the trilogy cheap at some point. But yeah, I just really like this film. I think it's really funny. As I say, another film where Eddie Murphy is definitely at his best. Probably one of Eddie Murphy's best films, to be honest with you. So yeah, Beverly Hills Cop. And then one that I've been wanting to get. This was one of the first 4Ks I wanted to get because I've heard it is reference quality and it is one of the best looking 4Ks. So I'm very happy to finally have it. And that's Blade Runner 2049. I am very much in the minority when I say I prefer this to the original film. That is probably because I watched the original film a few weeks before going to see this, and I just didn't really appreciate it. I am intending on watching the original film again, and then rewatching this, because I probably will like it more on a rewatch the original Blade Runner, but I still absolutely love this film. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Denis Villeneuve, brilliant, brilliant, just a brilliant film, visually stunning. And then the next lot, I think pretty much, hang on a minute, there's one more here, another one that I got from CEX. Again, I've heard this is reference quality as well. It was cheap, so I thought I'd add it to the collection. Mad Max Fury Road. As I say, wanting this again for a long time. I'm trying to get some of the best looking 4Ks in my collection, and I've heard this is one of them. I'm not a huge fan of this film, but it does grow on me each time I watch it. I haven't seen any of the others, so maybe I need to go and watch them before rewatching this one again. But yeah, it's not a bad film. I do like, as I say, I like it more each time I watch it, and I have watched it a few times now. So, but yeah, at £10 I didn't mind paying for this on 4K. And the rest are pretty much all online orders, and I got all of these for, and not all together under £10, but each of these were under £10. So I'm just going to try and go in the right order. First one I think I got for about £9. I think this was through Cinema Deso, and I think this was the last copy. This one I've wanted for a while, because I have only seen it the once, but I did really enjoy it. And that is Us, Jordan Peele's Us. I think this is really well done horror film, and if you watch this channel you know I'm not a fan of horror films. But I think Get Out and Us are brilliantly executed films. Two of my favourite horror films, to be honest, if you can call them that, because they're more psychological than anything else. But this has just got a great concept, it's executed perfectly, the acting is excellent, it's just very eerie, and I just knew I had to get it on 4K. And then next up we have Ocean's 8, which I think I got for about £8 on eBay with the slip, which is a tiny bit battered at the top, but nothing major really. and I've got the trilogy. I got that last week or the week before. This was the only one I had to get, and I thought the price it was, I'd just go ahead and buy it, because I actually do quite enjoy this film. I think it's great. I like the cast. I think they're just perfect in the roles. So yeah, Ocean's 8. And then what shall we do next? We'll do this one next. Mortal Kombat. Warner Brothers shop were doing a sale. Don't know if they still are. And this was really cheap considering it's a new release, and it's one I've been waiting to get for a long time, because I did really enjoy this film. Loads of people shit on this film, but it's not bad. It's actually a great film. Just give it a chance if you've not seen it, because you may enjoy it more than you think you're going to. I did, personally. I just thought it was just a really good action film. It is what it looks like. It's just an action film. It's not going to win any awards, but it is a lot of fun, so I definitely recommend checking it out. And then I got loads. I'm trying to build up my studios. As you know, on Blu-ray, I was trying to get all the Warner Brothers Blu-rays that I'm interested in, and I thought I'd do the same with the 4Ks. So I'm going with the ones that has less out, if that makes any sense. So I'm trying to get Lionsgate and Studio Canal 4Ks at the moment. So I've got 2 Lionsgate. First up, I got Patriots Day for just over £9, I think. Brilliant film. I've heard the 4K looks great, so very happy that I purchased this, because I really want to watch it again soon, because I've not seen it for a very long time. Bear with me 2 seconds. Sorry about that. Back now. So next one, another Lionsgate film. The sequel came out this year. Wasn't a big fan of the sequel, but I really had a lot of fun with this one. So again, $7.99 I think I got this for on eBay with the slipcover. The Hitman's Bodyguard. Again, it's a really just great switch your mind off action comedy film. I don't know if you could call it like a buddy film. I guess it sort of is, but it is a lot of fun, so I thought I'd get it to add to the collection. And then I have 4 Studio Canal films. First up we have Logan Lucky. Went to see this at the cinema, really good. Steven Soderbergh. It's just got a great cast. It's an entertaining film, and yeah, not much more that can be said about that. Then we have an Aardman film, Early Man. Really good. I really like the Aardman films. I think they always have great voice casts, and they always look great. Good story to this as well, so very happy to have that in the collection. And then 2 Liam Neeson films. Excuse me. First up is The Commuter. Really good, like good twists and turns. I think this is I think it's Jean-May Colette Serra, who also did Non-Stop, which is probably my favourite Liam Neeson film. This is really good as well. As I say, it's got a lot of twists, and it's just a really clever film. So yeah, The Commuter. And then we have Cold Pursuit, which I wasn't big on. I saw this at the cinema, wasn't big on it, but I think I got this for £6, so I thought I'd give it another go, because I do quite like Liam Neeson, so I thought why not. That is it. Sorry about the break there, but hopefully everything else in this video was okay. That is everything I've got this week. I'm not even going to bother trying to do what I usually do this week, because there's just too many and I wouldn't be able to get them all in. But if you like the video, don't forget to give it a like. If for any reason you didn't like the video, then by all means give it a dislike. But if you do choose to dislike it, I would appreciate it if you let me know why down in the comment section below. That way I can improve on my next video. I'm going to continue doing on my laptop, because nobody said anything about it, and it's just easier in general. It's got a better picture, I think, anyway. But yeah, comment down below anything, everything. Have you got any of these? Have you seen any of the ones I've not? Can you recommend any to me to watch, so I can put them up my watch list? Anything, everything. I'll get back to anyone that takes the time to leave me a comment. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and turn your notification bell on so you know when I have a new video uploaded onto the channel. And until next time, everyone, take care. Goodbye.